Alright. Should be live now. Cool. Cool. Yeah, a little bit of a late night stream tonight because that patch just came out. So I kind of just want to look over it and kind of just want to go over my thoughts. I've literally haven't looked at anything. So everything that I'm doing right now is the first time I'm seeing it too. So let's go to system. This is the new stuff. There's so much. How do I do any of this? Okay, so I don't have any of these parts. So that's what it's like for everything. Alright, so there's just a bunch of parts it looks like. Yo, JP, what's up? Actually, let me move something over real quick. Make it so I can read Twitch chat easier. No, stop hopping back there. Alright. Cool. We're good now. It's morning. Is it morning for you? It's definitely 3:30 in the morning for me. So, not morning yet. Yeah, let me see. Alright, so we got module analysis. Okay, this is what we need. The info section. So this shows you where to get everything, which is real nice, because I guarantee you I would have just farmed everything, or like one thing, and been like, why do I only have one thing? So yeah, it looks like, are all the modules the same that you need to get out of these? Yeah, it looks like it. So you can probably, so that would mean that you can just shoot for whichever one you want, it looks like. Instead of like saying you get a part for the photon network, it'll be for everything. So you can choose which one you want, which I think is really cool. I don't know how hard it'll be to find these, but yeah, so raid, war, pursuit, campaign, various. I don't think I have any pursuits right now that I can do. The pursuit would probably be a quick one. I don't have any raids. We'll go over the other stuff. Then we'll try and farm a bit just to see how easy it is to get. Alright, so we got system info. Alright. So it looks like as you level it up, you just get better stuff. Or, not better, but like, you can use it more. Let's see. Or for a longer time, I guess. And is it like that for everything? So instant recovery of AP. I mean, this is all like less than an AP recovery, so I don't think this one's that important, to be honest. Able to see through all the campaign rewards. Does that mean like I get to choose which one I get? If you get to choose, this one's pretty good, because then you can specifically get a bunch of advanced parts, or if you're going for like advanced training LDs, you can farm those. This will actually be a nuts one. I might go for this one first. Then what was this one? Production resources. Does that mean like instant like production, or like I get like a surplus of resources instantly? No, it'd be a production bonus because it's for a time. That makes sense. So I guess you could use that one if you're warring, but I don't know. This one might just be better, the flat rate, because I don't know how much of a bonus this is going to give. Increases the chance 500%. Holy cow. Wow. Okay, this one is definitely, I might go for this one first. 500% is crazy. Like, dang, that's nuts. It doesn't have a big cooldown though. But if you're trying to farm aliens once a day and you've got like even 30 minutes, like this helps a ton. This will help the people get dark matter a ton. Yeah, I really like this one. Cosmic earned by war. Again, I like these. I like all of these actually so far. Oh, it looks like they're level based too. So you, I mean, I'll be max level anyway, but that's interesting. But yeah, like this is another good feature because it lets users like farm at times that work for them, and if they can only farm for an hour or so, they can farm for an hour and get 50% more cosmets than they were before, which is pretty good. This Decreases the cost of fleet production. I thought that was this one. Oh, this will probably just increase your production, so it'd be less AP. This one probably is less resources. For 30 minutes. That's not bad. You could probably use this one with League if like you want to run ships without a bunch of cost reduction stats. That 40% would help, and if you only need to do it for a couple people. Whoa. Oh, this just boosts your attack straight up? This one Dur? Oh, okay. This one's pretty big, actually. For someone who's using hyper battleships right now, this one's pretty huge. So I definitely like this alien one and this one. And the Dur would be nice, too, if you were running hyper motherships or something. That's kind of cool. A fusion system, unique models. Oh, it's just a bunch of lore. It's cool though. Looks like a lot more of a finished game. So I analyze. So unidentified module. Is that gonna cost stuff? Alright, let's check out the hyper weapons. Alright, so autocomplete for about 12 hours. Yo, Mhar, what's up? How much hyper research costs? We're just about to get into that. I just covered all the new like module stuff. The attack one looks pretty interesting, so I could just complete that for 175, but I'm not going to. I'm not at the point where I'm paying or anything, paying to win, so I'm just gonna let it run its course naturally. So disruption beam, I have no idea what the base beams are. 200, 120, 60, and 10. Wait, a 10 rate of fire? Wait, it resets the firing rate of the fleet hit by the beam. What does that mean? Well, it's got 200 attack. Is that a lot of attack or no? New title acquired. Cool. Let's go. I'll take these free crystals any day. Cool. I'll take that. 210. So it has less actually. So it's like it has sensitive beam range. So what's so good about that? Resets the firing rate of the fleet hit by the beam. So it just makes them not fire. So like if I were to hit someone with it, they wouldn't be able to proc. It would. So if they're like one tick away, say it's like an advanced confusion fire hero, and they're one tick away from firing. Oh wait, what's the range on perfect missiles? This could be a huge is it 60? I don't remember. Oh, I gotta go to alien tech. That's where it is. I haven't been over in the screen in forever. Oh no, perfect missiles have an 80 range. I don't know. I don't know how to use this. But essentially all it does is it stops them from firing. So it's not like advanced confusion fire, kind of. I mean, it's kind of like that, but it's a little different. But the 10 rate of fire, I'm assuming once you develop this, you could maybe lower that rate of fire. And then can you just increase the range and stuff? Let's see. I don't know. Someone has to gun and see what the upgrades are. Some pay-to-win player post in the user community about what you can do. And then everyone will hate you for paying to win. Let's see. So reduces the attack flit of the fleet hit by the missile for a few turns. So 6 buff turn, attack down, 20%. That's not that big. And it's got perfect missile stats. but not the accuracy. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like how to use these. Cause like I feel like they're trying to get us to use it against like stealth hyper battleships. But I'm trying to see about how this would be better than like advanced confusion fire. And Precop, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm just kind of chatting about things. If you guys have any thoughts about like what you think is really cool, how you could use something, let me know. We can talk about that. I don't have to be the only one saying stuff. Just completed a pursuit, no modules. Did you oh, it's Face Cook? Oh, sup, dude. No modules. Did you complete a whole like 10 levels of pursuit or just like 1 level of pursuit? Cuz that's a big difference. If you completed 10 levels, didn't get 1 module, we're going to have to do some serious grinding. Especially cuz like that's going to be like hard capped. And I'm assuming how you like how you upgrade these are like you just yes all 10 and you didn't get one. Wow, it's kind of crazy actually, because I'm assuming like once I get all 5 of these I'll get 1 level, and then depending on how AN Games wants to do this, they can make it so it's like you just need 1 more again to get another level, or if it's like how you level up your like your skills and stuff, you'll need 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5. So it's gonna take like 80 of each thing to get it to max level, which means that nobody's gonna have max of anything. Yeah, you said you didn't get one. I wonder if I just have to hit an alien to have a chance of getting something. I'll just hit it anyway. Or if I would have to kill it. Because at the end, like, you get a screen where it says, like, you get all those resources and stuff. But, or is it like a reward at the end? Is there like a something about everything? Like a list that's actually explaining things instead of me just trying to guess everything. Let me see what my chat's saying. Oh, I didn't even pay attention if I got anything. I don't think I did, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I have a list with the old names if you want. Smody said he did a pursuit, an AP run on campaign. Nothing. Is it because we're playing too early? We're in the dark. We have no idea. People in my chat are saying it's pay to win now. Yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily pay to win. I don't know who's going to pay to win it. I don't think it's as big of a deal on the older servers, except for hyper weapons. They'll be able to get hyper weapons real quick because everyone's like starting off at nothing. But hyper ships, like on the newer servers, that could be a decent deal. But yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of looking for like you know how like there's that SXN 31 page with all the aliens and the drop rates and stuff. If like that's on the forums or something. I'll look up the forums right now, actually. There's probably nothing there, but I never know how the devs are gonna actually communicate to us, so it doesn't look like there's any new posts. Not seeing any modules? Yeah, I don't know. Neither were people in chat. But alright, we'll go to the fighters. What do these fighters look like? 30 range, 4 rate of fire. Increases every time it attacks an enemy. That's pretty interesting. Does it have to hit or just fire? If it just has to fire, that's actually huge. If you pair that with long range fighter, could work. Although it does have that 4 rate of fire. And what is that? Wolves have... What range do wolves have? 35? Not enhancements. I think wolves have 35, right? Yeah, and then these have 40? Okay. So it's got like the worst things of the two fighters. Oh, even less actually, only 30. That's like almost Death Fighter range. I'm talking to them now to see if I can get info. Talking to the devs? How are you talking to the devs? I'm a mod and I can't even talk to the devs. But yeah, 300 attack. Again, I have nothing to base that on. I don't know what the normal attack is. 332, 306, okay. So yeah, so it doesn't look like they're like straight broken. Like just more powerful. Oh, you're talking to Megan? Okay, yeah. I don't know how much she knows. Because I've been talking to her in the group chat, and we're pretty in the dark too. But yeah, I could see this being pretty good, especially because it seems like a lot of people don't evade fighters super well anyway. And that attack bonus is also pretty big. Like if you're doing 50% attack like towards the end of the fight, that's pretty decent. I could see this being useful on like less on like hyper battleship builds. I don't think hyper battleships will ever have a use for this, but on builds like if you're evading things, because you're gonna last the whole fight anyway. Oh, you're Megan? Oh, sorry. My bad. You had like the same color font as like some other guy on my screen. I totally thought you were Facecook. See if you can get info. Yeah, it looks like people are just saying nothing's dropping. That seems like the only thing that people are having concerns with. Okay, so this is going down. So it was like 180, so it's probably like 360 crystals for 24 hours. Which means that theoretically if you had like 5,000 crystals or something, you could just get like 10 days done right away. So that could be a threat on the newer servers. Alright, and then we got shot cannon. Reduces the accuracy of the fleet hit by the cannon for a few turns. You could use this against... So like if you paired this... Yeah, you can click on the acquired route. Yeah, no, I've it's like you can see where you can get it, but people are saying that like I've talked to 2 people who have done like an entire pursuit like up to level 10 and they didn't get anything. To where to best get certain parts. Oh, they can be found everywhere. Okay. So you could just farm one thing, but they're just more likely in these. Yeah. But like people have been saying that they've been like farming campaign, farming pursuit, farming war. They haven't been getting anything. But granted, they've probably only used like 1 or 2 APs at this point. So, and if the drop rate is super low like that, then that's normal. It's not a bug. Do we have the... no, never mind. But yeah, I think this could be useful maybe against advanced confusion fire or like advanced counter fire hero. You could pair it maybe with like even advanced piercing fire. Like you get a super low rate of fire, but for taking out one fleet like that, it'll be pretty nice. Cause you could instantly hit it, assuming you proc, of course. But then it would get its accuracy down for 6 turns. So, and at 6 turns, it'll still fire, like if it's using perfect missiles. So it would fire with 30 less accuracy, which could make a difference if you're like running advanced magnetic jamming or something. I could see a use for this. I think the trick is going to be finding out what skills work well with these type of weapons. I think that's how we're gonna find one. If we find one that's super broken, not broken, but like a lot of people do it, I think it's gonna be paired with a certain skill. I don't think any of these weapons by themselves are broken, but we could see something. We could see them maybe being broken with skills, but nothing popped out at the top of my head that seemed like this is too good. What else did we get? Did we get anything else in this patch? I'm gonna use an XP poster. I don't think we. I think that was all we got in this patch. I'm gonna gift people, and then I'll do some browsing on like the Facebook and stuff. See if there's anything in the user community. Alright, get her to 100 too. Yo, what's up, dude? Oh my gosh. Troven just already developed the diminution missile. How many crystals did that cost? Yeah, this is like how it could be pay to win. Cause like he already has that missile. Even if I gun for it, he said he doesn't want to talk about it. Alright, I ended with 100 gov on that. What are the other stuffs besides hyper weapons? Everything right here, which can be, where's the thing? Yeah, so all the stuff is like right here. So it's instant production resources, instant AP recoveries. You can see the campaign rewards. I think this one's pretty decent. This one's pretty good as well. You get 500% chance more to spawn aliens. Cosmets, again, if you're gonna farm more for like an hour, this is a good one to have. I don't think this one has too big of a use. This one's pretty good. Both of these two ones are good as well. But it seems like you're not going to be able to get all of them if the drop rates are actually normal right now. He said it cost him like 3,000 crystals to do that. That's nuts. But yeah, that's. Might farm war for a bit, just to see. Ooh, I don't want to hit Zip. He's my friend. Okay, so on those diminution missiles, you can upgrade attack, accuracy, the attack down debuff, and then the buff turn. So you can't upgrade range or rate of fire. So it's probably you can't do that on any of the weapons, and that's just a stuck stat. I really wanted to think that we would get upgradable beams, or upgradable range on beams, but it makes sense that we're not getting that. Doing a second pursuit, nothing yet? Yeah. Drop rates seem pretty low. Or they're bugged. Who knows? Oh, I see some guy just posted that he has one. He got an unidentified hardware module, and it's taking him 8 hours to extract. I'm not even gonna be able to kill this guy. Oh, maybe I will. I'll ask him where he got it from. I got excited thinking I got one, but it was an engine cooling system. I think that's gonna happen a lot. Let's see. Yeah. People are just posting. Nobody really knows anything. Yeah, I don't know. Coburn saying this game just changed a ton. Yeah. I mean, we were due for a new update. Okay, so he said it came from the second attack of a newly found alien fleet. It was level 55. So he was just hitting a level 55 alien and he got it. Yeah. People, the hyper weapons, they might become more useful, like if you upgrade attack, because you could probably push it close to like other weapons. Do you think the plus attack modules will apply in League? I would assume it would apply in League. But actually, I don't know, because like boosters don't apply. I would think it would. I think they would code it like an enhancement. So like, because enhancements apply in League. So like, if you have like level 60, you're at an advantage over someone who has level 40 enhancements. So my guess would be yeah. But I don't know how big of an effect it's really going to have. At least at first. I want to ask. I want to ask him how much it costs to upgrade. Not how much it costs, but like how much an attack bonus he'll get from it. How much attack? And those would be the highest priority to get. Theoretically, yes. Personally, I'm probably gonna gun for the alien one, because I think that having only having like getting that 500% boost rate helps a ton, and like if you value time over it, like over just a little bit of stats, it's probably worth it. If you upgrade it once, how much attack do you get? But yeah, theoretically, if you're trying to play League at the highest end level, those would be the most important, because those are the only ones that directly affect League. But I think that going for like if you need Cosments, going for that one for the war, it helps you get a bunch of Cosments easy. And like the aliens is too. Like if you only have a little bit of time to farm, like even like half an hour to an hour, you can do it much more efficiently now. It looks like it's also going to cost, if you wanted to speed up that 8-hour analysis of the unidentified module, that it would take 120 crystals. So, makes sense. I haven't gotten one, have I? I kind of just want to get one, and then I'm going to go to bed because it's 4 in the morning. But has anyone else gotten anything, like in chat, if you're farming on the side? Can I buy modules in a pack? Is that going to be a thing? I could see that being a thing. Nothing still, JP? That guy's lucky then. This is gonna make League a lot more interesting though. In third pursuit, JP, I don't know if I would. If the drop is this low, I don't know if I would keep spending 20 crystals to do that personally. But how much does the complete now cost? I mean, on the guy that posted in the user community, it was costing him 119 with 7 hours 52 minutes left. So my guess is 120 for 8 hours. My hyper costs. Oops. My hyper costs me like 170 with that, so it would make sense that it's 360 for 24 hours. Which I think is like the same as what this is. I'll send these guys on an 8 hour. Oh, I guess I don't need to send that spread fire here anymore. Try 2 to 3 and see. That's fair enough. They're your crystals. You can spend them how you like. Actually, I don't want to. I don't need an ER Cruiser Master leveling up right now. I'll take this Piercing Fire Hero. Because how much is it? Yeah, 120. So it's the same as the recon stuff. 360 for 24, 120 for 8. Which is what I think what people just assumed it would be anyway. I can always use the extras. That's what they added in. They added extra sorting in. Or at least I thought that's what they said. Sort by. Wait, this is all it is. What's it sorting them by? Oh, it is sorting things. What is it sorting them by though? Because nothing is changing on these. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it's sorting them. I mean, here's a bunch of Gov ones. So it looks like they just automatically pre-sorted everything. And then, because it used to be just a mess, just a straight up mess. But now all Leadtrons are first, it looks like, and then it goes Gov, ability. But then changing this, I can't see how it actually changes anything. Oh, I see. It just changes the stats. So like, it's always going to be lead. And then like a stat point right there. But like it sorts it by level. So like right now all my 38s are like right around here. And my 39s are on the right side. But if I sort by this, it just does it the other way. Okay, that's fine. And now I can quickly see all my lead ones and everything. And I don't think it was like that before. So I'll take it. We can run auto battle on the campaign and try and get a few more things. Yeah, this will work. There. I'll just hit 10-10 for a bit, try and get something. That guy got one so fast. And he's only a level 47 too. Okay, so he posted he screenshotted every option for the missiles. So you can upgrade the buff turn from 6 to 7, and it's 80 points initially. So everything's 80 points initially because it's an upgrade. But buff turn would go up by 1. Attack down would go up to 23%, so up by 3%. Accuracy goes up 4. I don't know if that's a good option. And then the attack is 189, so up 9. I think the buff turn is pretty big. Because everything else is like 5%, and the buff turn goes up by like 12. Oh, he's saying that Advanced Explosive Fire Collateral doesn't trigger the buff. So you can't use that on an Explosive Fire hero and trigger a bunch of people. But you could like put it on a random fire hero and stun all of them. Maybe that's how you have to use it. Pursuit 1 is labeled unidentified. No, you gotta go to the screen and identify it. I don't know if that's what you have to do with all of them. But yeah, if you go to the module analysis, you could probably identify it right here. That's what the other guy was doing. That makes sense though that Advanced Explosive Fire wouldn't do that, because Advanced Explosive Fire doesn't allow counterfire to proc either. He's saying AER and ASF however do. The downside, he's saying the downside is the range. If my opponent's Advanced Spread Fire procs, I'm doomed. Makes Hyper Motherships actually more viable. Tell him to get in my Twitch chat. ASF and ARF can lower your attack by 20% on base level. Disrupts enemy fire. You got one in campaign? Nice. Oh, it's actually labeled unidentified? That's pretty funny. Must just be a bug. But think about, like, if you can choose which item you want to get from campaign, and you can just like choose to get like even an event item on like the ones where it's just a normal reward. That's pretty good, I think, at least. Do you have to identify it, Megan? Or does it come like pre-identified? What's up, Kansan? Yep, you have to identify it, or it came as an identified one. Another 8 hours or 120 crystals. So it looks like everything must come unidentified or unidentified if the typo is there. And then then you got to identify it, and then it's just. So what causes it to be because like most of them are supposed to come from a certain area. So if they just stack, how do they remember where they came from? Like if you have like 12 unidentified parts. I don't know. I'm sure they did something to make it work. But yeah, Kansan, I kind of touched earlier on all the module stuff, what I think is good. The TLDR, oh yeah, that's a good question, JP. I would assume that you would get it. Oh, I missed the screen. I missed the stop button. But you just got it at the end, or I don't know. If you can get like your if you can get that module, and then you can farm other modules in campaign using that, that's pretty good. Guy in my chat, Seraphim, is saying that the hyper weapons have a huge accuracy handicap. Do they have to land to trigger? I think only Trovan would know that, or some other play-to-win player who's probably paying to win right now and not watching my stream. Tried to get one in war, but no luck so far. Yeah, that's what it seems like. A couple people have one now. They've been trying to get one for like past half an hour or so. I would assume that they would have to hit to trigger anyway, and then that accuracy handicap, I don't think it's too big of a deal if you're trying to like hit DPS fleets. Like if you're trying to hit like a disruption beam, but if you're trying to hit evasion tanks more, it'll be difficult. So like Peter will be hard to hit. Yeah, it was. So yeah, once you get the modules, you gotta. I didn't notice since I have to work, but I got a yellow exclamation mark over system. Nice. Yeah, I've hit a decent amount of aliens. They're also spawning pretty well. They're spawning more than they spawned during peacetime today when I was trying to actually farm them. Alright, Trovan is testing if it needs to hit someone to proc. Peter and Gary are already impossible to hit. No, that's definitely true. And also, you don't really need to like hit Gary with any of these weapons anyway. These weapons are kind of for stopping their skills to proc, but defense shield already procced. Besides, maybe that fighter one. Because if that fighter one, if you like still get bonuses on like explosive fire and all that. I haven't got one, right? No. I just want one. One so I can go to bed and set up that 8-hour grind while I sleep. Yeah, nobody's posting anything anymore. I think people are playing. Or if they stayed up to play for a bit, they're probably going to bed. I've been streaming for like 40 minutes now. Half an hour-ish. Hi, Trovan. Let us know what's going on with if you need to hit someone or something. Does it show up in items to the system area? I would assume it showed up in items. Maybe it shows up in here. I don't have one. 0 out of 1. I don't think like the fighter weapon, it seemed like it, as long as you fired, the attack would just go up. It doesn't need to hit anyone. But the other ones, I'm guessing you need to hit them. Tomorrow's login reward be modules. That'll be sick. Oh, 5 total? Wow. That's a lot. Especially for considering how much people are getting right now. What did I need? We were just curious if that missile could proc on misses, or not proc, but like if it would stop them from procking on misses. So like if you missed like a Peter or something, if it would proc. But that might be kind of hard to test. Unidentified though. Yeah. Still gotta grind that. Dude, I just want one module, that's all. So on 2 million gold capsule. But yeah, so that guy said that he got it from the second attack of an alien. So it looks like you can just get it from attacking aliens. It's not like you need to kill it and like get it that way. So it doesn't like replace like cubes or like LDs or like yeah, that's like LD caps or rare hero invites. You would just get it like as an extra thing, like how pursuit you always get like the event items if you beat a pursuit. I want to try out that cannon. But I don't know. You've got like over a week if you're not gonna pay to finish any research. You've got over a week to decide, and that's assuming you're gunning straight for hyper weapons. It seems to work nice on ASF, ARF, and AIM so far. The only thing is it only has 80 range, right? That's what's bad about it. Oh, sorry. The diminution missile is the attack down, and not the disruption beam is the one that makes it so they can't proc. I could see the munition missiles being useful against like if they're either running cannons or beams, but if they're running like missiles on defense, it won't work. Because you could stealth by the cannons and then still hit them. It's 80 rendering stealth kind of useless. I don't think it renders it useless, because like my defense fleet, right, that I used like last round ran double advanced confusion fire, advanced emergency repair, defense shield, and then I ran Clara with in hyper motherships with slaughter beams, so it would work against her. Because you could still stealth. Well, you wouldn't even need to stealth actually. But if I had a cannon in there, you could still use this. Still use that. I don't know if I would use it on AIM because of the lack of damage. So you're sacrificing a lot. Especially if like you could kill them in one shot with Kryptons anyway. But I don't know. If I don't get one by the end of this AP, I'm calling it quits. I'm tired. No, I didn't get one. Well, I'll get some in the login rewards. Just pull them then. Can you get them from Recon? I can't remember if they said you could or not. I don't think you can. Pursuit, campaign, war, raid, various. Yeah. So you can't get it from that, but that's fine. But yeah. You ought to bet a war whilst asleep, Wooly? No, I'm actually just going to bed. I'm also rank 3 right now, so. Curious about a fully upgraded version? Yeah, if you want to bump up that attack, or bump up, I don't know what you would want to bump up on that diminution missile. Maybe the buff turn. I wonder if you buffed up the turn one enough, and then you like say you got it to 8, and then you hit them, and then you hit them again. Would it drop down to like 40% attack down, or 20? Would it stay at 20% and just kind of refresh? Did you get the upgrades for free? What upgrades? Buff turn attack power? No, I was looking at your screenshots. No, that's gonna cost a lot. I wonder, is there... I wondered if they would have us, like, if we do, like we research hyper weapons, if we were gonna get an achievement for, like doing hyper weapons, and they would give us like 200 for free. Consecutive hits would be kind of OP in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be too broken. Because you would only be, like, if say you buffed up the range 2 times, so that's 2 upgrades, and then you hit them, and then even if it did stack, you're only at 40% less damage for like 1 turn. Which that's when you have to take out that range chart and then see how like at what point would you fire, and then the turn right after that would the opponent fire on an 80 range weapon. Actually, that would be the same as perfect missile, so I can probably text this. Assuming I have perfect missile stuff. So it actually wouldn't. It would never affect. Because perfect missiles fire first on the 41st time, and then on the 34, but then nothing can fire right after that. Or maybe you could set it up so a long range fighter would set up and fire on that time. On the third shot of someone's wolves, and the ninth shot of LRF, yeah. It seems like it wouldn't affect it that much. Because like then that debuff will just drop a turn later, and then it'll be 20% again. However, I do think it's pretty important to actually get that that buff rate up to 7, because right now if it's at 6, if you fire at 80 range, piercing cannon's second shot and slaughter beams fire 1, 2, 3. They fire 6 turns later. So oh no, so they would still be debuffed. I don't know. There's a lot to this game right now. I'm too tired to think about it all. But yeah, it's interesting. It'll change the game. I don't know how much it'll change the game. Cuz I mean, people are still going to be using the normal weapons for a long time. All right. We can hit campaign once more. Actually, no. We'll hit war once. Oh, this is not my war fleet. Oops. It doesn't matter. Must be a newer level 100. Yeah, this is gonna take some time to figure it out. But it'll be fun. Alright, what does Sarah say? If one gets the hyper fighters, once it gets in the fighter range, the opponent won't fire anymore till the end of the fight. Wait, what? Why? The fighters just give you more attack. Not this. Not that. Because the buff ARF will reset it on and on. Wait, do you think if random fire procs and like say it hits 7 times, it's gonna boost it up 7 times? Because it technically attacked an enemy 7 times, or no? But no, the fighters just get stronger. They just start out kind of weak and get stronger. The beams are the ones that stun people. Not stun, per se, but like reset them back. So the beams aren't really super useful against someone with like fighters. Because they're gonna... Yeah, it's beams that have this buff. But this has such a slow rate of fire. Yeah, no, it'd be way too OP if that was the fighters. Although I am curious though if random fire, like if my advanced random fire procs 7 times, does that mean I get 7 bonuses or just 1? But that would mean like the last hit you would do would be doing like 60% more damage and have 60 more accuracy, like on the very last hit. If you pair this with an advanced long range fighter, it would be decent actually. You pop that range down to 3, and then you would also, or the rate of fire down to 3, and then the range would be, you could get that pretty high too. And then at that point, you could probably like the end game, like the end of the fight, you'd be doing like 110%. Yeah, but like you can't constantly reset anyone because of this 10 rate of fire. So I don't think this is actually too broken. Like 60 range is real low. You essentially, I think with this weapon, you're gonna have to hope that you proc, because if you don't, like your entire strategy is ruined. And then you have to hope that somehow, because you procced with this, whether it's like with a spread fire or something, like if you proc it with spread fire, you could stop everyone from firing it away. That would change up, yeah. That would change up the rate of fire rates, because everything would just get reset. So even if you're like, if you're 1 away or you're only 1 in, you're just going back to 0. It doesn't like knock you back a set amount like advanced fusion fire does. I can see the diminution missile being very useful on like a spread fire hero. Yeah, 10 rate of fire. No, that's actually really handicap. I understand why they did it, because if you even had an 8 rate of fire, you could literally just stun an entire fleet by running this entire beam. Like if they're running cannons or something, you would just have to like live the first couple waves of cannons, and you would literally be able to stun them out the entire time, which is kind of broken. I just put this on like a random fire and a spread fire hero, and then something else like advanced piercing fire to just take out the rest. Yeah, I think the missile's a neat one. I like the fighters. I don't see how this disruption beam is going to be useful yet, just because of that low rate of fire. And then that cannon, the cannon also seems pretty useful. You could maybe use it, like I said it earlier, but I think you could use this one with maybe like piercing fire and like against an advanced confusion fire or advanced counter fire hero, just to make it so their accuracy is a little less. But 30 accuracy down isn't a ton. Like, you could just put on a different device if you really wanted to, or an extra would give you 3 times that amount. So I don't actually know if it's worth it to switch. So yeah, my first ones I'm gonna go are probably one of these two. I might go with this fighter one because I'm thinking about switching to hyper destroyers instead of running hyper battleships. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on this new patch that just came out. But yeah, I'm probably gonna kill the stream now and get some shut eye. Good luck farming everything to all you guys. It looks like you're gonna need it with the drop rates, if they are what they seem. But yeah, anyway, cheers guys. Have a good one.